We will be diving into why inspection reports are crucial in the property buying process. We will discuss what they mean for the buyer, how this setup fits into the overall settlement process, and how these reports are prepared and delivered by skilled professionals in the field. This session is also designed to train virtual assistants who may support future secure advisory work, helping ensure smooth execution of inspection reports. These reports are key because once an offer is being accepted by the seller, it indicates acknowledgement of the property at the agreed purchase price. This allows the buyer to move forward with the settlement, a legal transaction involving payment through the bank and other formal steps. And after an offer is placed and before the settlement, the buyer needs to do their due diligence, which includes a property inspection. This involves bringing an inspection team who is licensed, who is capable enough to identify any hidden issues. The goal is to fully understand the property's condition, including potential major structural problems or costly maintenance and surprises. I am presenting a property 21 Main Street Park Avenue. We have arranged for an inspection team to check it out, covering various aspects like structural condition, both inside and whether there's been any termite or pest issue. How severe is the termite issue? And also, what's the overall condition of the property, like the walls, roof flooring, interiors, exteriors, inclusive of smoke alarm and its compliances. Kitchens, bathrooms, ceilings, and so on. Basically, a full picture of both the functional and structural aspects of the property to be understood on its conditions, especially since it's not newly built but an older property. When considering the age of the property, we need to evaluate what items requires additional funding and how much is needed after settlement. This includes the thorough inspection of the electrical systems such as the RCD switch, wiring integrity, materials used, overall safety, and the compliance status of the smoke alarms. That's exactly is covered in the electrical inspection report. Similarly, in plumbing inspection report, we'll assess the water services connection, whether it is PVCs, copper pipes, or galvanized, and check if water pressure meets the tenancy agreement standards. Is the property compliant or does something needs fixing or replacing? An inspection report gives us the property's conditions, highlighting any issues, big or small, and provides the cost estimates to address them. This helps the buyer to decide upon whether the property is worth the quoted price or if they need to negotiate either by asking for a discount based on repair estimates or by requesting the seller to fix the problems before closing. At Future Secure Advisory, we work with a trusted plumbing and electrical inspection team to ensure these evaluations are thorough and reliable. We have carefully chosen a building and pest inspection team with strong credibility, expertise, and experience in this type of work, standing out among others in that region. Once the buyer's offer is accepted, the Future Secure Advisory steps is to make the booking, usually handled by the leadership team with a phone call. After that, we follow up with an email providing details like property address, contact information for access, buyer details for invoicing, anything else which needs to be part of the inspection and the report itself. The process acts as a training tool, and we have created a handy template to streamline sending these requests to the team by our virtual assistant. So we have an email template for each of these inspection reports, be it plumbing inspection report, inspection request, electrical inspection request with email subject, email to, and the email body itself, the building inspection request. For any property we are requesting for inspection request, it will be all three of these inspection reports itself. So a job request will come in the form of either email or through a Jira ticket, and job details will have the references to the inspection template along with the details that needs to be furnished in the template, which is basically the email address of that recipient, and also the name of the inspection team itself, along with the property address details, the buyer details, and also buyer email address, along with the status whether the property is vacant or not vacant, just so that the inspection team knows how to proceed with the inspection, what level of notice they need to provide if the property is non-vacant, and how to coordinate their inspection work while there is an occupancy in the property itself. On top of these things, we also provide the details about whom they need to contact in order to access the property, and also the details of the invoice against which the invoice needs to be sent by this team for the fees that they need to charge the actual buyer itself, along with the expected ETA details by which we are expecting the delivery of the report. So I will take the plumbing, electrical, and building and pest inspection templates, combine them with the details from my job request that is being provided, and use them to craft the necessary emails. Our job is to compose and send emails following the instruction and the template provided in here. Let's start with the electrical inspection template. So we have it here. For that, we need to set the email subject, filling with the actual property details. Then from there we need to furnish further details as well. So all these details are provided in the job details. So how typically this would look like when you send it is something of this sort. So you have this electrical inspection request with the subject title where the placeholder text has been replaced with the actual address, and then we have the target recipients. In this case, the target recipient is the actual inspection team email address, which we can find it in the job details, along with the buyer email address and also the email address of Get Future Secure Advisory address as well. Then we address the recipient name with the actual provided recipient name, and also the buyer details furnished in here with the property details in here, which is the property address, and also subsequently the property address along with the person to be contacted in order to have the access to the property by this inspection team whom we are placing the request itself. And the last but not least, the ETA of the job will be furnished based on the ETA date that provided in the job, and also the details of the buyer for sending the invoice. That's exactly is what we do. Is basically fleshing out with the details that is provided for a VA from the task details, and filling that details inside the template in order to compose the email as we have composed for electrical inspection request, and send it to the inspection team. The same goes for the plumbing inspection team, filling with the address, the plumbing inspection request as a subject title, as the email title, and refilling the details, going through the details that is provided in the VA job request, and then filling the template with the information where all the placeholder information needs to be replaced with the actual information from the job request itself. And that's how we help ourselves in composing the job request for the inspection team to carry out the details by surfacing all the required details for them to fulfill the job. And that exactly we have done for building and pest inspection request. So all in all, a virtual assistant will get these details with the template, and then they will be requested to send three different emails through three different participants in order to conduct the inspection on plumbing, electrical, and building and pest side of things. That gives us the coverage on everything that we need to do. Now you will also get access to the email inbox, which will be the part of future secure advisory domain. When a job request comes in, whether it's a Jira ticket or a Trello ticket or an email, you will use these details to trigger the emails from that inbox. That's it from me. Have a great day. Thank you.